Alright guys, what we're doing today, we are taking a look at the newest model that we have uploaded here to Maker World. This one is called the Zenith Stables. This is a 3D printed version of a luxury horse barn. And so you can see here that it has slider doors, it has like a loft doors up there. Let's look at it down at the bottom. There's slider doors all the way along the side. This one here, I actually have a kind of a light on the inside, so it's kind of bright there. But this thing here is everybody's dream that they had as they were little. They wanted to have like a pony house kind of thing, and now we have it 3D printed. Everything's here. So we'll just do a kind of a quick walkthrough. We're going to do kind of a video just showing all the details that this thing has to offer. First off, to start, it probably won't zoom in here, but anyway, this is the lasered version. Zenith Stables, that's what that is. And here we go. Here's all the parts. I did print this thing out of the classic birch filament, and I believe it was the I'm just missing what the exact name for the darker color is. But anyway, for the horse barns, this one here has a removable roof. Okay, the other end is going to be the exact same. It's got slider doors here, and then this is the roof. Comes off, and so that way when we kind of do more details on the inside, you guys can kind of play with the horses. This thing is really small, and so you can kind of see my hand kind of fits in there. It can go in there, but this is a 1:64 scale size, and so I actually do think that, you know, a larger size would be good for a play. You know, even for little kids, there's going to be a lot of little tiny parts in here that I probably wouldn't want them to be playing with too much. I have a 5-year-old, and he's been able to play with it a little bit, but, you know, definitely if he's moving some parts back and forth, it's easy to, you know, break them off and kind of stuff like that. You don't really want kids to do that. So this one here is going to be more for the scale models, you know, farm models, dioramas, that kind of stuff. Maybe even like a wall or a shelf decoration, you know, with the light in there. I think that's what that's going to be good for. But anyway, this here is, again, Zenith Stables. The building size, as far as comparison to real life, I believe is 36 by, I think, 56, 60 foot, something like that. But this does utilize the entire footprint size for the 256 millimeter bed. Yep. And so if you guys are wanting to print this with the A1, the P series, or even the X series, if you guys still have that, I know it's discontinued now, but you don't have to have the H series printers. This thing is printed on all of the smaller printer bed sizes as well. And so you can kind of see how it's done there. The walls, the only thing that you're going to have to do, these roofs are just slightly too long for the A1 and P1 series. I do have a model uploaded where I kind of have that just kind of cut here, so it's spliced, and so it can be printed that way, you know, just a couple seams there in the middle. This one is just slightly smaller, and it can be printed on the A1, so there you go. As far as kind of wrapping up the details on the inside, I am planning to do kind of more stalls, maybe like a little office area, kind of maybe where you have the baby horses and stuff, having a bigger area for the mares. Now, one of the other details that I'll be uploading here shortly, I've got some lasered material here. This is actually the birch plywood that Bamboo sells as well. This is a 3 millimeter, and then I have an H2D laser combo, and so I have lasered these things here, and I've got them stained right now just because I'm shipping that off to somebody that's a relative of mine, and it was just the laser kind of made it smell a little bit, so I just wanted to put some clear stain on it to hopefully get rid of that laser smell. But hey, I'm also new to lasers, and so if there is some settings that need to be dialed in, I will actually have the laser profile linked in the description, so if you guys can check that out. If you guys know anything about lasers, I would love to have some more information on it. But yeah, this project was so incredibly fun. It took me about 3 weeks to model. And one of the things that I really spent a lot of time on was making sure that these slider doors really worked well. Yep, so I didn't want them to break easily, and I have not even broken a single one. I wanted to think about time to print it, filament waste, and also just ease of building it. So you can see that it's got a lot of details on here. There's nothing assembled on this right now. It prints it complete whole. So it has the windows in there completed already. and it has a lot of the trim pieces on there. That's all printed on there. And since like a lot of that darker brown is actually on the top, it's not going to be 1,000 filament changes. It's very, very quick. It has lots of little pieces like that that are going to be assembled, and I'm going to make an assembly video for this, and we'll have that uploaded as well. Again, just looking over the project, it was so much fun. It took me about 3 weeks, going on my 4th week now of working on it. I'll probably do a whole nother full week, so it's about a month worth of work to kind of get this where it's at with the laser stuff and kind of with some of the more of the interior work that I'm going to be doing. So definitely a really fun project. Check me out on Maker World. If anything, leave me a comment. Let me know if there's something that you guys would want to be added on the inside. And if you're printing it, definitely send pictures. All right, thank you guys for checking it out, and we'll be on to the next project here shortly. We'll see you.